everybody, and welcome to the Fandom Flux Podcast, episode 138. I'm Casey. Hi, how's it going? The Slicer.
Hello.
Zero.
Hey everyone, I have 3 stitches in my left hand.
Good for you.
Of course, Kenshi approves. And Kenshi.
Hi, I'm Kenshi618, and these are some good-ass chips.
Yeah, so Guy isn't here for the second week, which we knew about. He told us in advance, but he should be back next week, I think. And it is too warm for me to care about anything in the world at this moment, so we're just going to jump right into what we're doing. So what have we been doing? Kenshi, why not? Kenshi, go first.
Alright.
Past 2 weeks.
So, past 2 weeks, wow. Let's see, what did I do? Oh, I had all of last week off from work. That was nice.
Yeah.
Never happened. It never ever happens.
It really doesn't.
I didn't know what to do with myself. It was weird. Because I'm used to like existing and living in the morning time and then going to sleep in the late afternoon. So that when everyone else is awake and doing stuff, I have to sleep so I can work. I didn't know what... I forgot what people did when they actually were awake for nights. It was weird.
Should have said something. Could have hung out. It's a shame.
Yep, could have totally hung out from wherever the hell it is you are. Compared to wherever it is I am.
Could have played some Rocket League. Just saying.
Maybe on PlayStation, if you ever got PSN, I'm not playing on Steam again. That's a horrible experience.
Oh.
But yeah, other than that, I've decided that I just don't enjoy Overwatch.
Fair enough.
All right. I tried it and I decided, well, maybe if I play it some more, I'll get into it. And no, not really. It's not a bad game or anything. It's just there's no consequence to it for me. I don't feel anything.
And don't you pretty much start at max level and you just unlock cosmetics like Team Fortress? Or no, wait, Team Fortress you unlock weapons. Never mind.
Yeah, you just unlock like extra little things like outfits and shit that they say and poses and stuff.
I'm the type of person that I'll play that if that gets a story mode or something.
They're just gonna put characters in for multiplayer. There's not really story.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm not going to get it.
It's not that kind of game.
I know, that's why I'm not going to play it, and haven't played it yet. I like my story mode.
I bought it because why not, and because all of my friends play it, but I don't really give two shits about it at all. It's like, There's no sense of urgency or competition to it for me, despite the fact that that's all it is competition.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe it's just me.
Maybe I don't quite know exactly how Overwatch works, but I'm assuming the point scoring is a lot less obvious than something like, say, Rocket League.
It's objective based. It's either escort this package or this payload to this place, and everyone's going to try and stop you on the way. There's checkpoints. Other team's going to try and stop you within a certain time limit. Or it is, hey, there's 2 points that you have to take. Take these 2 points within 10 minutes. If you don't take the first one within 5 minutes, game's over. And that's basically it.
Yeah, that's a lot less solid as far as goals go, which might be the problem. It's... I probably wouldn't like that game either. Even outside of the whole multiplayer only thing, it wouldn't be the thing that I would want to play.
And the characters are fine. Their separate powers are all interesting, and it's kind of cool to try and learn how to use all of them and figure out which one's your favorite. But other than that, once that passes, there's really not much to it for me.
Okay.
Sorry, Overwatch fans.
Don't worry.
Not every game is going to be for everyone.
Most of them are busy either drawing or looking at Overwatch porn, so I wouldn't worry too much about it. They're a bit distracted right now.
There is a lot of that.
Yeah, there is.
It's everywhere.
I'm not surprised. I wasn't surprised. Let's see, what else? Oh yeah, that's right. Since I started playing all of the Mass Effects again. Just because.
Wow.
Oh, that sounds fun.
You don't sound convinced that it's fun at all.
No, it's great.
I'm only on 1 so far. Shut your face, Casey.
There's something to not like about all of them, so I'm going to try and not say anything.
You know what? I said it because I knew you were going to react to it, so go ahead.
The first one is not as fun to play.
Yeah, I know. Trying to go back to that after playing 2 or 3 is just really hard. Because just the gameplay is not fun.
Yeah. I wouldn't go that far. It's fun.
It's not fun in comparison to them.
It's fun enough, but
unoptimized.
All the environments are very, very bland and very boring to navigate your way through and have a firefight in. So that doesn't help. I mean, they probably could have maintained a lot of the gameplay mechanics, like the not having to reload thing. I liked personally. I really liked that, and that they got rid of it seemed kind of unnecessary, just for the sake of, hey, bro shooter guys, this is exactly like a bro shooter, so you'll enjoy it. I think that was unnecessary, and they could have gotten away with just keeping the old system. But all the other changes that made it so much better as a shooter in 2 and 3, it's very hard to go back.
Like you play like the most optimized version of that game when you try to go back, and somebody's phone just went off.
It's Slices.
That's mine.
Also, you're kind of far away from the mic, Zero. It's quiet.
Oh, okay. So yeah, I lost my train of thought. I was distracted by the phone.
Yeah, it's hard to go back, basically.
It's hard to go back. Thank you. So, anything else, Ken?
I'm thinking... Slicer, tell him to fuck off for a few hours.
Set it to vibrate, fuck's sake.
I thought I did. And it's a stupid app. May as well uninstall now.
Wow, that's harsh.
It's part of my week. I'll get to it.
Okay.
Let's see. Oh, speaking of our week, I'm about done with this whole Pokemon Go thing. I'm done with it. I'm over it.
I actually just started it.
Yeah, I would say all, but I don't know if we've even got it in this country yet.
Yeah, I think you should have it now.
Well, I'm probably still not going to install it because I don't care.
I'm not gonna, because fuck that. Like, I understand why it's so big. I understand, but I'm not gonna do it. It's big because it's the closest thing to the actual thing that kids dreamed of when it first came out that they're ever going to get. It's the closest thing.
Yeah.
I had installed that app when I was in Vegas, and then my phone broke the next day, so I just did not play it until just the other day. And it's good for making me want to go outside and go for a walk at least, so that way I'm at least getting some exercise. But I'm not going to go fanatic for it and go hunting Pokemon until 1 a.m.
Yeah, people do that. And
that's the best time to catch Pokemon. I definitely wouldn't know.
The people at my work were like, yeah, we were hunting Pokemon in the park till 1 a.m. We got so many Pokemon. I'm like, the guy at my work, he took his 10-minute break because a rare Pokemon was nearby, so he had to run out.
I'm not surprised.
Not really, no.
Yeah.
So.
I mean, at least he took his break and he just was like, fuck work, I want Pokemon.
Yeah, I mean, I've seen the sign that some business put up with, you guys need to stop leaving the fucking office just so that you can go play Pokemon Go. If you're really that, if you really want to catch them all so badly, you'll have plenty of time to do it when you're unemployed, kind of thing.
Yeah, but here's the thing. He said he was going on his break, and then my boss came to the back. She's like, "Hey, where'd he go?" And I'm like, "He went on his break." And she's like, to quote my boss, people should not be out looking for Pokemon. They should be out looking for jobs.
Well, you know, in the ideal world of everyone that lived through the Pokemon franchise explosion in the 90s, getting Pokemon was a job. It was your job. And that's what people want. They want to live, they want that reality. It's the dream. Unfortunately, all dreams are not meant to become reality. So, yeah.
Yeah, there have been some crazy stories, though, with Pokemon Go.
I mean, the whole thing is they want to be the very best. Like
no one
ever was.
Doesn't mean you can be, though.
Like, Pokemon Go, you know that it, like, boosted Nintendo's stock by, like, 25% the first day. And that's the max.
No, but I'm not surprised.
It's almost like everyone's wanted this kind of app since the game came out.
Yeah. They released like one app, and now they're like, it's like the #1 grossing app in every country it's come out to so far, and they're making tons of money off that.
Yeah, it's really almost like it was a really obvious thing to do that they didn't do for like 5-10 years.
And here's a side story. So because of its popularity and Pokemon Sun's surge in popularity, they finally got a studio to make the Pokemon movie they wanted to make.
What?
Yeah, they're going to make a Pokemon movie, and Legendary is going to be making it.
It's live action, isn't it?
It's live action.
God damn it!
Oh, right, okay.
God damn it!
It's a live action Pokemon movie, created by Legendary. They've signed on, and here's the kicker: what type of Pokemon movie do you think it's going to be?
What do you mean? What type of Pokemon?
Do you think they're going to follow the main games or a spin-off or Pokemon Go?
Well, obviously Pokemon Go, if that's the thing that's popular right now.
No. They're going to make a Detective Pikachu movie.
What?
Oh.
Really?
Because that's the thing that people care. Fucking Nintendo, you fucking morons.
So, we can hope for Danny DeVito Pikachu still.
No.
That's what I'm hoping for.
No. Why would you do that?
That is kind of the voice that they went with in the Japanese game. So, it makes sense. Kind of.
So, yeah. There's going to be a Detective Pikachu movie because, let's be honest, if you're going to make it off a mainline Nintendo game, a mainline Pokemon game, you probably couldn't fit all 8 gyms in the Elite Four in one movie and make it good. So, this is kind of like, I guess it's a test the waters type thing, probably. I don't know.
Yeah, that's all I got for this week. I got nothing else.
Okay. Kenshi just posted in the chat the fucking unwinnable joke thing, and it's the XKCD image of the Tetris board that's got the U at the bottom of it. Yeah, okay. Sisa.
I played, crap, I want to say Discord, that's not the name of the game. Bastion. I played Bastion. And beat it, actually. Well, I beat half of it. There's 2 endings. 4 technically, but whatever.
There are?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I played Bastion 2 in the past, and I beat it.
I remember beating it. I didn't know there were multiple endings.
Yeah, there's multiple endings.
I would spoil it, but, I mean, if you're intending to play the game, I don't want to do that.
But, how you like it?
It's really good, actually. I thought I would get, like, annoyed eventually at the narrative style, but no, no.
Yeah,
not really.
With the old man talking.
A lot of the incidental narration stuff falls to the wayside after a while, so, yeah, it doesn't overstay its welcome that way.
I never got that. It never really died down, seemingly to me.
But the combat's pretty fun.
Mm-hmm. Very.
and all the weapons, and it's a good game.
It's very good.
Well, okay. My main problem with the weapons was that whenever you get a new one, it replaces the one you have in that slot. So sometimes I would spend an entire level with a weapon I hated, and I was forced to use it because, yeah.
But at least it's like try out this weapon now. Although they probably could have done with a just quick weapon select. Yeah, but hindsight's 2020, I guess.
Yeah. I don't know if I'm gonna replay it sometime soon, because there is a lot of faff in that game. Maybe if you go right through it, it's a little faster, but yeah.
Did you just say faff?
Yes, I've started using that word.
I'm so proud.
I don't know when.
You're infecting slowly with your Britishisms.
We're infecting it with our Americanism.
I was already infected with those. Don't worry about that.
It's true.
Yeah.
Honestly, the past 2 weeks have been work heavy because despite wanting to stay until fall classes, it seems like everyone is leaving. So my next day is actually 6 days from now, next Wednesday. I had to call in early, or I had to call in sick one day a few days ago, I think last Saturday. And I was 55 minutes before my shift as opposed to the minimum 2 hours, so I got it written up. That's one write-up. And then I came to work one night, and it was just me and one of the sales associates named Nada. I'm not going to say her last name, so whatever. And I had a sore back, so I worked the front, or I asked her what she wanted to do, and she's like, okay, I can work the back. And so I let her work truck while I man the register, and I just dicked around on my phone in the 30 seconds to 45 seconds between customers. Apparently, I was ordered to do truck, and I was to do truck no matter what. So I got wrote up for that. So in my last 6 days, I could be fired at any time. Granted, I could also quit at any time because I've put in my 2 weeks already. And it's already gone through. I had to keep, I wanted to keep working after it, but whatever. So yeah, I might, it's a weird situation. Honestly, my boss is, she asked me if I was angry that I'd been written up or whatever, something along those lines. And I just told her, like, if she's going to fire me, just tell me right away, because I have better shit I could be doing than 6 more days of work. It's not that much money. Yeah. So yeah, I will be without a job in 6 days, willingly, or sooner, unwillingly. Yep, that's honestly that's been about it. I haven't really done much else. Just hung out with a girlfriend and stuff like that.
Oh.
Yeah. I think I annoyed Casey.
No, not really.
With my not problems.
You're not. Yeah.
Yeah. I said something that was misconstrued as I was having relationship troubles.
Hang on.
All right. This has to be quoted because it's funny.
Okay. Okay. So, I said, no idea whether you're actually there, but I'm ready to go whenever you are, talking about the Dark Souls recording. He says, oh yeah, I've been attempting to get sleep all morning. Girlfriend trouble. I'm like, one event? He's like, her hands are fucking cold.
Oh, come on.
Oh, you poor baby.
I was trying
Emphasis
to sleep.
on baby. Fucking wah.
My girlfriend is a morning person, and I'm not. So she'll wake up at like 6:30 and be like, "Hey, give me attention."
Slicer, I doubt you're an any time of the day person.
No, not really. I'm a 10 to 12 p.m. kind of guy.
You know what? I respect that.
That's really the only time I'm awake.
And to continue and finish quoting our conversation, let's call it that, fuck you and your goddamn non-problems, arse biscuit.
Yes. The girlfriend loved that, by the way. I've never been called an arse biscuit before.
You will be called one constantly now.
Apparently.
It's a new experience for you. I hope you enjoy it. Okay.
Mm-hmm. And yeah, that was pretty much my 2
it.
weeks. I haven't done much else.
Okay. Well, we did do the Dark Souls recording. That's another thing. But, you know,
We did
it's
that,
okay
yeah.
that you didn't mention that. That's perfectly fine.
Well, I mean, the episodes are going to be released soon, right?
Obviously,
That was
it's
work
not an
stuff,
important part
so-
of your time, so it's okay. I don't mind.
We did the... Oh, wait. Have we mentioned that we had a kind of false start?
We did in the recording.
Oh.
Yeah. Slicer records using Fraps.
Yeah.
He shouldn't do that.
It's all I have. My video card isn't good enough to use like Shadowplay or anything like that.
Doesn't mean you should use it.
Yeah. But yeah, we recorded half of our Let's Play. We got up to Darkroot Garden, Basin, whatever. I did pretty bad, actually. It was embarrassing to watch.
It would have been.
Yeah. Well, the half that I recorded was even worse. I actually started to get better near the Undead Parish and the Darkroot Basin. So, yeah. But, yeah, when we broke for some reason, for like 30 seconds, I had to restart the game, I think. I can't remember. And it didn't start recording again. So we lost a bunch of footage and decided that I was not to be recording.
Yeah. We got about, I think it was 45 minutes of the hour that we spent recording, and some of that didn't have audio.
Woo!
As I say, Fraps, no. Basically.
Woo! Good.
So, if
Oh.
anyone is, wants to start a YouTube channel and do videos and such things, as people have been asking me about for basically ever since I started this channel, yeah, don't use Fraps. Just save yourself the trouble. If you're really hard up, use Open Broadcaster, because that can record as well.
I use OBS and it works pretty well. For the few times when it doesn't.
Also,
Sometimes
again,
it's
you
just
need
an
to
error on
stop
my
moving
part.
away from the mic because you're too quiet.
I think my mic's just being quiet today. I don't know. I'm not even that far away.
Okay, so, yeah, Dark Souls. We did a Dark Souls recording. Quite frankly, I don't think it was very good, to be honest. I'm probably going to watch it through and see what it's actually like, as far as entertainment value goes. I might end up cutting it up just using highlights.
That might be a good idea, actually.
Yeah,
Highlight reel, yay!
yeah. And because of that, it might end up being a lot shorter a series, but that's fine. Yeah, just get through stuff. Aside from that, like I say, it's been hot as balls for the past few days. It seems to be starting to taper off now, and will probably break soon with a lightning storm, as it always does every time we have a heat wave. But yeah, I bought a bag of ice, and that is probably the best, smartest thing I have ever done, ever. So worth it.
Oh.
Like,
This might be useful for anyone who does not have an AC unit or lives in a country that doesn't really have that kind of thing. If you buy a bag of ice, put it in a shallow bucket or bin or something, and then put a fan on it, it's kind of like the poor man's AC.
makes sense. Of course, that's going to waste the entire bag almost like within a few hours, but sure.
No, it lasts quite a while, actually. I mean, yeah, you're leaving it sit out, so it's not like you're going to be able to use it for drinks or anything like that, but...
Okay. Yeah, so that was a smart purchase for me. I've been enjoying nice drinks with ice in them and stuff. It's very nice and relaxing and soothing when I have literal salt deposits in my clothes because of all the sweating. It's not pleasant.
Ew.
Yeah, exactly.
Have you had any kind of health issues? Because a friend of mine actually had a heat stroke.
No, not really.
That's good.
It's not quite that hot. I think it's about 85 degrees. It's about as high as it's gone. Which is hot, but not, oh my god, I'm going to die hot. I can't open the windows, but I do have them cracked open for the sake of not dying kind of thing. So, yeah. Aside from that, I started playing Fallout 4 again in preparation for the Vault Tech Workshop releasing, which should be cool. It's probably not going to be very cool, and I'm like hyping it in my head, but it looks cool. Found out that thanks to Bethesda's updating and updating and updating and updating, I had to delete all my saves to carry on playing it.
Wow.
Yay. Oh.
So you get to live through the awesomeness of finding your son all over again.
I didn't find him. I didn't get that far. I don't care about the main quest at all. So I basically got as far as finding... I didn't even find Valentine, now that I think about it. All I did was get into Diamond City. That's as far as I got, and then I kept on doing other stuff. That other stuff being setting up the settlement circle that you should have, and that took a long time and a lot of, let's say, gameplay, though it's kind of on the sliding scale of play versus work.
I hate that shit so much.
Quite a bit closer to the work side than it should be for a video game, but you know.
Settlement circle? What?
Yeah, there's a perk you get in the charisma tree that is called Local Leader, and the first rank of it lets you have supply lines between your settlements. So you get one of your settlers, and you send him to another nearby settlement, and that means all the stuff that's in the first workshop will also be in the second workshop.
Oh,
so
okay, that's
that
how you do that.
for every settlement going around the map in a circle, and you can have all of your inventory at all of your settlements at once.
Yeah, fucking Preston Garvey. Hey, we've got a new settlement for you to clear. How many fucking settlements do you have for me, Preston? Why don't you just give me a list of all of them and tell me where to go so I can just do them instead of having to go back to you every fucking time you want a settlement cleared? God damn it.
I have decided at this point that I am done with Sanctuary. It's not worth actually setting it up to do anything, because you will have to deal with Preston Garvey, you will have to deal with Marcy Long and her bitchiness constantly, and you will have to deal with Mama fucking Murphy telling you every time, no more drugs, kid, and stuff. And I don't
just do what I do. Build giant walls around Red Rocket, and have all your companions sleep there, and that's fine.
I've basically moved to Red Rocket for the time being. I'm probably going to move to the drive-in theater.
Yeah, that's a good
just
place
to the south
too.
because it's big and open. You can build a lot of stuff there.
I lost dog meat, by the way. I lost dog meat.
Oh, what a shame.
I don't know what the fuck I did with my dog.
I'm
Where
sorry.
Yeah, you see, the one thing is they need to really fix that game still.
Well, that's what the unofficial patch is for. It fixes a lot of the problems. So, but yeah.
We can't keep getting away with this.
The amount of game that's in there, yeah, there's going to be bugs, and there's not much you can do about that. People will fix them in their own time, and that's a really big help to them, because if they were to try and get it picture perfect to get all the bugs stamped out, it would take them like an extra 6 years of development time.
But can I at least have no bugs where all my companions start disappearing, or bugs where I can only hear sound or people talking when I go into my Pip-Boy, and when I'm outside, nobody's mouths move, but words are apparently being said.
That's a strange one that I've never heard of before, but okay.
No, like, I look at people and their mouths are not moving, but the subtitles are on the screen. But whenever I go into my Pip-Boy, I can briefly hear whatever sound was going on, and then it stops.
And then you saved and quit and loaded the save, and then it worked again.
No, and then it was still broken.
Oh.
And then my whole save was screwed.
Hmm.
So, yeah. Not fun.
Hmm.
That's why I stopped playing Fallout 4.
Well, that and a myriad of other reasons, but yeah.
Because it broke. I think I had 2 save files and both of them broke in some way.
Yeah, fair enough. So Fallout 4, yeah, that's still a thing that I'm playing a bit more constantly now, actually. Just kind of, I've decided collectathon is what I'm going to do. I'm just collecting everything. All outfits, all weapons, all of the Nuka whatever stuff, the Cherry and the Quantum and all that shit. And just collecting everything. Oh, and specifically magazines. I've been looking at a map and going point to point wherever there's a magazine and collecting all of those. Because,
I mean, isn't that what people usually do? Maybe?
Yeah, because the actual plot of the game is shit and you shouldn't even care about it. Yeah.
But the synth, they're gonna take over in your sleep and replace you and kill your family and all that shit.
Why?
They do.
Why?
They do. It's the Institute.
If they answered that question why, a lot of the problems of the story would have been solved.
Yeah. They just don't really plan out their main plots. They just throw content at you.
Pretty much.
Which, I mean, is nice for certain things, I guess, but...
Yeah, I really like how terrible they wrote Preston Garvey in particular. Because he decides you are the new general of the Minutemen, and you're like, okay, sure. And then he immediately orders you and tells you to go and do something for him. After making you his boss.
It's not quite how that works.
Yeah, pretty much is. I mean, there's a settlement that needs help. Why don't you, the leader of our organization, do this instead of me, Grunt, who didn't want to be the leader of our organization?
I meant the him giving you orders part, but yeah, I guess if you were the boss, it would be your job.
Don't you get it, Casey? You're a figurehead. Preston Garvey has all the real power.
He does, because...
He needs a scapegoat for when shit goes wrong. And that's you.
Because after getting settlement after settlement after settlement set up and defended and all that stuff, and then you get the castle for him and everything, get it all set up, and you even get the mortar strike set up for him, so, you know, you actually have a defensive perimeter around all of your settlements because you can set up mortars for them. It's great. And then you find that, oh, the Institute has my kid. Right. Okay, I have these plans for a teleporter, so I can, you know, get this teleporter built, and then I can get into the Institute. I know who could help. Hey, Preston, could you do me a favor and have Sturgis build this teleporter for me? No.
Is that actually how it goes? I haven't done the main quest.
I believe he says, no, do this thing for me first, or something along those lines. And it's like, you save his life. You get him set up in a settlement so that him and his people can be safe. You take on the role of leader of his organization and start saving people around the entire Commonwealth, which is his job. And after all of this, and getting his base of operations back on its feet, and setting up all of these defenses and everything, you ask him for one thing to help you with the very reason you're in the Commonwealth in the first place, that he knew about from the start, and he says no.
Yeah, that's...
You should be
Not
able to
okay.
shoot him in the face for that scene.
But you can't because
You should be able to shoot everyone in the
can't.
face.
You can't, but he's important, so you can't.
He's not important.
But you can't.
He's literally not important.
But you can't. That's the thing. You can't because he's quote unquote important.
I can kill anyone else that I feel like in the game except for the people that I really want to kill the most in the game.
That has been a long time problem.
You actually should... You should be able to kill main quest characters. It would screw up your game, but you should be able to do it. They should not be able to die to any other source, but you should be able to.
You should be able to do it, and it would give you a notice saying, such and such, quest failed. So you know, oh shit, this person died, and that's a bad thing if I want to do this quest. Do I want to do this quest? No? Okay, fuck it then.
And seeing as how, with, especially with Fallout 4, there's like fucking 6 different branches to get to the final thing. Ending one of them by killing someone you weren't supposed to shouldn't really be a problem.
No.
Hell, you should be able to kill everyone and then just be like, and then chaos reigned and or something, or whatever.
Exactly. That should be an option that you can take. I mean, that's...
Ron, like, you kill everyone, you kill the last person that you probably shouldn't have killed, and then Ron Perlman pops up and been like, something, you fucked the whole game up, but who cares?
War never changes.
War never changes, yeah.
I mean, that's basically what New Vegas did, and this is the game that they're basically aping the entire faction concept from. You could screw over all 3 of the factions and just do whatever yourself, and that was an option in New Vegas, but they ignored that in this game, and that's...
It was also a thing in New Vegas where you killed somebody, it's like, hey, quest failed. Quest failed. Quest failed. Oh, I shouldn't have killed that person.
It bothers me more because this was a thing that... It was a thing in previous Bethesda games. That was what Morrowind had. And they got rid of it because they want you to see all of their content in one playthrough.
It sucks, because, like, I remember in New Vegas specifically, there's this thing for the fucking caravan company, hey, go kill Cassidy of Rose. You mean the person that could be your companion? Okay, I'll kill her. That... You kill the companion. Like, what the fuck? You can kill all your companions, and they have missions and shit. You could leave fucking the Mexican ghoul, locked in that fucking closet the whole time, and ignore his ass, like...
Yeah, you can get Boone to shoot his best friend and just say, I did it for shits and giggles, and then he'll try and kill you. That was hilarious.
Yeah. Also, that ghoul up at the top of the mountain, fuck that guy. He's so hard to recruit. You gotta do a bunch of sub-quests, or whatever they were calling them. They don't appear in your quest log.
I hate those. I understand them. I understand why it's a thing, and I respect it. I hate it.
The miscellaneous quests.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah. Oh, which reminds me of a thing I was going to... Okay. I had an idea for a show that I could do. Basically an on-camera show where I try and be nice about the things that I end up ranting about in the podcast every week. I can't remember the last time we went through a podcast without one. But yeah. So it would basically be me being nice to the things that I hate.
Ew. I mean, that would certainly be a challenge.
Yeah.
There has to be someone that stands judge over you, and they punish you somehow when you don't, when you like fall back into old habits and start being mean.
Do we turn it into a drinking game?
He could not survive that. We would turn him into an alcoholic, and not even a functional one.
But it would be funny, though. I mean, this is how content works, right? Somebody has to suffer.
Yeah. That's a good idea.
You just want to drink.
I should email a guy about this. Like you say, I need someone to actually be on hand to say you screwed up, you're being mean.
That was too far into the mean territory. Take a shot.
I'll work on that. Okay. Yeah, so that was an idea I had that I'm probably going to do in the future. Should be interesting. We'll see how that goes. I think that's pretty much it. I mean, Fallout Shelter came out on PC, and I played that for a little bit, and stopped because it's 50-50 mobile game, idle game, and I don't care about either of those. So,
yeah.
Yeah.
To its credit, it takes a long time to hit one of those points where you don't actively have something to do within like 30 seconds.
Yeah.
I mean, you can always collect resources. The mysterious stranger appears every few minutes. Although I'm not sure how they handle him appearing, because the phone vibrates when he does. It's very distinctive.
There's a noise cue.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's him, his sound from the game, I believe. It's just...
Oh, yeah, the whistle or whatever it's called.
Yeah, and it's louder depending on where you are on the screen. So if he's like at the other end of the vault, it's kind of quiet. But if he's in the room next to the one you're looking at, then it'll be quite loud. And it's directional, so you can hear which way he is.
Oh, that's useful. I don't have shit like that. All I know is in the phone version, if you're looking at the room he's in, he fades faster. So if he's at like the bottom of your vault and you're looking at the top, you have quite a bit of time to find him.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, that's... I like it, I don't like it enough to play it anymore.
Fair enough.
Have I done anything else of note? I don't think so. I've been rewatching some of the theater modes because that's coming back next week, I believe. I missed that show.
It's a good one.
Yeah.
I need to download the episodes of Heroes and Halfwits and just play them on my MP3 player, like a podcast.
I didn't like that show.
Really?
No.
Huh.
It's like Critical Role, but no one gives a shit kind of thing.
I suppose, yeah. There's definitely less loyalty to the game, I guess. They're just dicking around, which is, I mean, what they do. So.
Yeah. But, you know, if I wanted a show where they dick around for 2 hours, I have the Off Topic podcast for that. So, yeah, not too much of a fan. Day 5 still great though, by the way. Just gonna.
Yeah, I was gonna mention that. I've actually I've started watching all of their shows, and they're really hitting it at the park with their new stuff.
I said the same thing. Like literally the last episode, I said exactly the same thing. Yeah.
It's good. I mean, Camp Camp is funny. Day 5 is still interesting. I still like it a lot. What was the other? Ruby Chibi is kind of hit or miss. Honestly, it's
a little bit, but some of it's really good. Like
it's not bad, but yeah.
Like,
I'm just not as passionate about it.
Like literally, the first skit with Ruby trying to make cookies it's a dumb and very, very obvious skit, but they do it quite well to the point where she just eventually gives up and starts eating chocolate chips from the bag, and she's just sitting in the sink just shoving the bag into her face. It's pretty good. Yeah, I mean, I like that show just fine. Camp Camp is probably the better of the two animated shows going right now, though. Yeah, I don't think there's anything else right now. Just bear with me while I run through my Steam list just in case I was playing something and forgot about it entirely, which is probably a bad sign for whether it's actually good or not, and looks like no. So, oh, and I haven't played any more of Persona 4 Golden because I'm still pissed off about the fucking social link guide being broken.
Did I talk about XCOM 2?
You did not.
Oh, yeah, I got that. The first one is better, but only a little bit, and this one isn't as stupidly unfair as I suspected it was going to be. It certainly is, definitely. There are teleporting enemies. I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
Also, one of the DLCs unlocks Volan's experiments, Dr. Volan from the first game.
Mm-hmm.
She modified aliens to fight for humans, And so that part makes sense. Only you can find after you take this mission, you can find these modified aliens on missions, and they're called rulers. They have an ability called ruler reaction, which means they get a turn for every one of yours. And I don't mean every one of your turns, I mean every one of your actions. So if you move a person, they get a turn. If you move a person and shoot, they get 2 turns.
Huh.
Thankfully, they have a terrible hit rate. It may be because I was playing on easy, because fuck it, but they seem to miss every basic shot they did, and but all of them also have a stupid broken attack. So, I mean, yeah. They're a pain in the ass, but once you beat them, you also get something from them, usually an armor set that's very good. So the flying one, you'll get like I don't know, an armor with a jetpack on it. You can jump literally anywhere on the map that you can see, even darker areas. And that's a free action for your turn. So very useful if you have like one of the sneakier classes, the Rangers, I think they're called, with the sneak perks abilities. But yeah, it's not a bad game. I would not recommend buying it for full price. It's not a full price worthy game. It's like $20 Steam sale at best. It's mostly because it ends really abruptly. I mean, you can't really expect much else, but it's not you destroy the beacon and all the aliens die, thankfully. You do actually, murder all of them. Yeah, I had a real fear that was going to be the ending, was you're going to go to this place, you're going to destroy a beacon, and then all the aliens would fall over dead.
I didn't finish the game. I barely started the game. I basically played it for like 3 missions and then stopped because I figured we'd do a Let's Play on it, Zero, and that didn't happen.
Yeah.
What happened with that, by the way?
Nothing. Literally nothing. No word of anything and nothing. So
I was waiting for you to say when.
Did he ask you when you were available, and then you just never really got back to him?
No, you didn't even ask.
I believe I asked you when you were available, and you were very busy at the time.
Oh, fair enough.
Well, hey, I'm available for the next couple of days. I have stitches in my hand. I can't work.
To be fair, if you guys recorded basically every day, you could probably beat the game. It's pretty short, actually.
I no longer care about XCOM, unfortunately.
Fair enough.
And I have another Let's Play I want to start up, hopefully, in the future.
Okay. So, go on, Zero. If you're going to answer. If not, not.
I'm not going to say anything yet.
Okay. So, for the sake of finally getting this out of the way, Zero, what the fuck did you do to your hand?
So I was working in the kitchen, right?
Of course you were.
And I was cleaning out my sink, and I had the parts from my oil filter, on the edge of the sink. And I was
the oil filter again. Awesome.
No, it's the first time it was the oil filter that hurt me. But I was going to put the parts back in the sink and then clean the parts. But one of the parts fell, and it was thin and metal and sharp, and I reflexively tried to catch it, and it sliced into my hand, making a deep cut on the palm of my left hand, and now I have 3 stitches in it, and I can't work again until like Wednesday. That happened on Saturday, was when that happened.
Hooray.
So, yeah, getting your hand stitched, I've never had that happen before. And, boy, is it weird.
You're
Try getting
an infection.
Try getting your face stitched.
I don't want to try that. So basically, I can't do much with my left hand, or else I might, tear the stitches out. So I've been kind of taking it easy in that regard.
Oh, it's a good thing you're right-handed, huh? Jerk, jerk.
Gross.
Okay.
I did not need to think about zero masturbating.
It was obligatory, and you know it.
No, it wasn't.
So other than my hand injury and me taking the time to, clear out my backlog.
Yeah, clear out your backlog. It's euphemism for, yeah. Okay.
Clear out my backlog of various games and, do some writing, which, it's easy to type even if I have the stitches on my hand because they're on the side of my hand more than just in the middle of the palm. But I've been playing Tokyo Mirage Sessions, which is the what was initially promised as a Shin Megami Tensei X Fire Emblem game, and now is more like a Persona and Fire Emblem game. And it's very like focused on the Japanese idol industry, and there's lots of singing and what some people may call anime stuff. I enjoy it. It's a lot of fun. It feels great to play because there's all these different mechanics that they keep adding on. And, I'm 30 hours into the game, and I just recently got, like, a new mechanic to help me, string together more combos. Because what you do is, you know how when you do an attack in Persona, you get your all-out attack? Because it's, like, the enemy's weak to that attack?
Mm-hmm.
The way it's built is you have these session skills that allow you to link a certain type of attack to an attack that you have, basically. So, like, say something is wind to slash, or slash to, split, which is using the axe. And all the characters get these session skills. So when you do an attack that an enemy's weak to, it chains together their skills too, so they attack right after you, so you have a session going. And then there's various ways, like there's an ability everybody slowly starts to unlock as you use them more, where they can now, even though they're not in the active party, they can still join in that session, so you get huge combos, and basically whenever you do an attack the enemy's weak to, the entire party's fighting. And it's a really nice addition, and I actually really like it. And there's other things to do with it. Story-wise, the game isn't anything special, but I like the characters, the music's good, and the gameplay's pretty great. Aside from that, I went down to Southern California for 4th of July, because that's how long it's been since I've been on here. And, got to have that nice 8.5-hour drive. Yeah, that's always pleasant, 8.5 hours in the car. We went to see the parade down there at Huntington Beach. That was great. I came back for one day, and I thought I was working. I went to work, and I'm like, I come in uniform. They're like, hey, you're not working today, and I'm like, whoops, I got it wrong. So I went back home. And, got ready, and we went down to Vegas. Vegas is a very, very lively place.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, what other place can you see a pyramid and then in the next moment see the Erotic Museum, home of the world's largest sex bicycle?
You didn't go into the Erotic Museum, did you?
No, but I want to know, what is the world's largest sex bicycle? Then you
should have gone in, shouldn't you?
No, but we just passed it by, and I was with my family, so I didn't want to point it out, but I'm just like, I just took out my phone and just took down notes. Erotic Museum, home of the world's largest sex bicycle. What does that mean?
This kind of
with a dildo on it.
That highlights the differences between our families, because my family would turn around to look at that museum. They would slam on the brakes, pull a bootlegger's turn, and we'd be at the museum.
My family would just be like, why are you bringing that up? Stop. So, yeah. We also went to the UFC Fan Expo, because we were there for UFC 200. More specifically, my dad.
Hey, Guts.
we got to meet Paige Vanzant. I got to take a picture with her, with my arm around her and everything. And you know,
Did you
it's
do the
like
hover hand?
the hover hand.
Yeah, you put your hand just over the top of her shoulder, so you're not touching her because you're too nervous to actually touch her.
No, I actually it was my arm around her waist. Because I don't know her. I'm just taking that picture so I can just talk about it and get Kenshi mad. So
It's working.
we got to meet a few other fighters. There was a whole. They were having a whole UFC 2. You know, the game was having its whole big competition thing. So I thought I'd watch that while my family was in line for more autographs from people. You know, there's people, and so this competition's going on. I'm just kind of watching it, and then they're like, "Oh, and here's Chris Weidman," and Chris Weidman comes up, and they're like, "Oh, we're gonna be throwing out T-shirts." So Chris Weidman is throwing out T-shirts, and me and him make eye contact. I'm like right in the front in the crowd of people. Me and him make eye contact, and he nods, and he like throws a shirt at me, and I grab it, but the guy next to me also grabs it. So we went down to the ground, and we just started fighting for it because that was my shirt.
Oh.
He looked at me, and I'm on the ground, and I'm like wrestling with this guy for this T-shirt for this video game that I've never played at this place that I'm not even a fan of. And I'm like getting my elbow and my shoulder all scratched and like bruised up, and I'm just trying to keep as much, and I got this plan where I'm just gonna have as much of the shirt as possible in my grasp by the time this fight gets broken up by security. And it worked. And I got that shirt. And the guy helps me up to my feet, and I see him, and he's like a slightly older dude. And we look at each other, we just kind of nod, and we're like smiling, and I just walk back to my seat.
That's not how I was expecting that story to go.
I forgive you,
No.
Nazir. I forgive you, Nazir.
So I got into a fight over a T-shirt.
Isn't that the first fight you've ever been in?
Yeah, that's not it. That's not sparring or something. Back when I did Taekwondo.
Wow. That's meaningful.
Yeah, and then I was like, hey Joe, because you know my brother. I'm like, Chris Weidman's your favorite fighter, right? Well, I just happened to get a T-shirt thrown by him, and then I tried to give it to him, and he's like, no, you earned it. After I told him the story, so I kept it. And that's how I got into my first fight in Vegas.
First fight in Vegas? What?
No. I didn't get into any other fights.
Do you
No.
plan on getting it? Do you plan on getting into other fights in Vegas?
No, it seems pretty fun. So
Zero's a bad boy now. He's gonna
I
start
also-
drinking and visiting the erotic sex museum.
I did gamble, by the way. I started playing, just slots because I
That
didn't
doesn't
want to do
count.
tables. I didn't want to do tables or anything because I'm not good enough to walk away with anything if I play tables. So I thought I might as well leave it up to chance. So I went in with $100, and I was down to $5 by the second day, and then I won $100 again, and then I went down all the way to almost nothing, and then I won $100 again, and then I was done.
Okay.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
In the span of that time, though, I had spent $20 on this arcade they had because I like arcades and I like just actual video games. So I technically got a net profit, I guess, because I spent money there, but I still walked away with the same amount of money I started with.
That sounds about right to me.
And I also got like a
fun. I mean,
Yeah.
at that point you're paying.
I had
for
a lot
good
of fun.
time.
Yeah, I got this night bobblehead that was like $30. My mom got for me because she won like $60 before we were gonna go out and do stuff, and that was really nice. So we were also staying at the Delano over in Mandalay Bay in Vegas, and they have this humongous beach type area, this huge pool with they got a lazy river and a wave pool. So we got to go there a few times. That was fun. And we went to the place called Camelot, where, you know, it's like a hotel and casino and food court and everything you ever wanted, with all like night medieval themed. And we went in there and we
Wasn't that
saw...
the casino from the South Park episode about swearing?
I don't know. I didn't watch that. Probably. But we went into... They had like a medieval times type show that we saw while my dad and brother were going to UFC 200, you know, and having the quote-unquote time of their lives, except not really, because there were big, tall people in front of them, and they had a hard time seeing things. And my brother missed a fight while waiting in line for a pretzel. So, you know, we got to see a medieval times type fight with jousting and all sorts of theatrics, and a big 3-course meal where they give you soup, and then they give you like this whole bird that's been all cooked and grilled for you with everything. It's all finger food. And so we had a lot of fun watching that. And we also all saw Matt Franco. I don't know if you guys ever heard of him. He's a magician. He won America's Got Talent like 2 or 3 seasons ago.
Oh, cool.
And so we got to see him. We were in the 3rd row for that. And I swear, I've never seen a magic show like that, just up close and in person. Because you're constantly trying to figure out how does he do these things. And there's some things that are just completely unexplainable. Because like anytime he brings up somebody from the audience, you assume, oh, that's a plant because I didn't get picked. But the stuff that he does, it doesn't require anybody, and it's just him. Phenomenal. So that was pretty amazing. And then we got to go to New York on like the last day, and we went on the roller coaster there, which is all above like, you know, Vegas. Well, it's nighttime and you got all the lights going, and that was pretty amazing. So all in all, it was a pretty fun trip. You know, I got into a fight. I technically didn't lose money. I got a free t-shirt.
I would say you actually won that fight, so...
Yeah,
you got in your first fight and won it.
So, yay. Like I mentioned earlier, you know, I got Pokemon Go, but then my phone broke. So I had to get that fixed when I got back, but I think it was good that my phone broke, because that way it couldn't be on, and I just had to, you know, interact with my family.
Ew.
Like a good boy. My family's fun.
Okay. Let's be clear. The worst possible place you could get into Pokemon Go is Las Vegas.
Yeah. I know. Isn't it great that my phone broke?
Yes, actually. You would have been stabbed. You would
Yes.
have gone down a dark alley and you would have been stabbed.
So when I actually did start Pokemon Go, it was just like a day or two ago, and I went out for like a 20-minute walk, and I caught myself a Pidgeot, just randomly, and some other things. Nothing too grand, but
Pidgeot's awesome.
yeah, I can see why people would get addicted to it. Like, it makes sense. Because, you know, you just want to go out and look for more and more and more. Like, I want to catch them all. That being said, I'm not going to go out for like a 2-hour walk looking for Pokemon. Not without appropriate beverages and also my car.
Your battery won't last that long anyway.
No, well,
Well,
This thing inhales battery. Like, my phone will last 50 minutes on a full charge.
what type of phone do you have?
J1 Ace. It's like baby's first smartphone.
I
It's
got
not great, but still.
I got an iPhone 6, and they have the low power mode, so that might help.
no. It really won't.
And since I got back, I've just been playing more Tokyo Mirage Sessions, working through my backlog a bit, even more. I wrote a short story thing that I shared with the guys. Not sure if we're gonna do anything more with it, but I just thought I would do it. Got my hand stitched up, waiting for it to heal. So far, the doctor's saying, it's healing pretty well. So hopefully no more problems. Also, did you guys know Nintendo's going to be releasing this thing called the NES Classic?
Yes.
I heard about that, yeah. It's dumb.
So you get 30 HD classic NES games for $60.
Here's the thing about that. For those of you living under a rock, there are these things called emulators that you can use.
Even still, there is the thing called the Virtual Console.
Yeah. This is for people who don't own a Wii U, I guess.
Or a Wii.
Or just want to live in their nostalgia. That being said, the selection of games is pretty okay. I looked through it. You got stuff like you got Mega Man 2. You got Castlevania 2.
Zero.
Yeah.
Nobody actually cares about this thing, so you should probably stop talking about it.
I just thought it was interesting that they're doing that because, they might start
It's
releasing
really not.
more classic things. Yeah.
It's really not.
It's Nintendo re-releasing their products again. I mean,
For the 800th time.
Yeah. Yeah.
This is literally how they make money.
Also, new animes have started up recently. So when I was dealing with having to go through the airport and go through flights and everything, I was watching some of them. Mob Psycho, for those of you who like One Punch Man, it's by the same author, and it's better. I actually think it's written better. I actually started reading the manga because I liked the anime so much. The anime seems to be adapting it pretty well, but in just the writing overall is better. Mob is more of a character than Saitama. So,
well, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, Saitama isn't meant to be a character, so
I know, but Mob is meant to be a character, and he develops, and because his psychic high emotional states cause him to really unleash his full power. So
Okay.
it's
Next.
yeah.
We've been
okay,
going for an hour. Next.
Sorry. I had a lot to cover. I also watched an episode of Sweetness and Lightning, which is a single dad having to care for his daughter, and it's really cute and sweet, but it also kind of hurts your heart a bit. So if you like that, go watch it. We're watching Danganronpa 3. It has two sides to it, the despair and the future. I've watched the 2 future episodes, not the despair side. If you like Danganronpa, it's still good. Danganronpa 3 is pretty awesome. And I haven't watched any other animes, I think, that not off the top of my head, that I actually care about. So, yeah, that's it for me.
Okay. Random A was Chaos Head.
So, Casey, what'd you think?
I think the protagonist is basically the character from ReZero that Zero wants me to watch so badly.
I don't agree with that, but okay.
He's basically a neat misanthrope, and we're not supposed to actually like him that much.
He's highly delusional, though.
Also that too, but that's a different thing. Well, you could argue that the guy from ReZero is also delusional. It's just not been revealed yet, but whatever.
He's, you know what? You have a good point. So yeah, Chaos Head. You have your neat character who.
Okay, I called him a neat. Technically speaking, not a neat.
Yeah.
Because he's in education.
But he doesn't care about the real world, and he has a delusion with his favorite anime character being a real person.
trying to remember the actual... Hikikomori, that was the word. That's the proper word for it.
Yeah.
Doesn't want to deal with anyone or the outside world or anything. He just wants to stay in his shipping container, which is apparently where he lives.
Yep. It's a fun little place, isn't it?
And play video games and collect anime figures.
Slice, are you remembering much of this? You said you saw it before.
Not really, actually. I mean, I remember him living in the shipping container. It's he's
then
pretty
murder
much shut in.
happens.
Yeah, he lives in a shipping container, and he's a shitty person generally. And his sister wants to help him not be a shitty person, but he's like, no, fuck you. Then he stumbles upon a girl with pink hair that looks surprisingly like his favorite anime character. And she's next to this corpse that's been stabbed through hundreds of times with little cross-shaped things. Yeah, and he runs away and forgets it happened, pretty much. Zero's dropped out for some reason. He's offline, so he must have lost connection. So he finds that and then tries to forget it happened. And then he meets some other girl while he's being incredibly paranoid, and she is weirdly nice. Like, he is a complete arsehole, and she is accommodating to that for some reason. And she's apparently a fan of the same anime that is his favorite, and that's not a thing that happens in real life, but it's an anime, but it's kind of like wish fulfillment, but I don't think this is that kind of show, so I'm not sure where they're going with it. Yeah, so...
Yeah, the first episode is kind of boring, honestly, and it raises a lot of questions, but not in the way that makes you interested. It's just like, okay, whatever.
Yeah.
Also, the fact that he lives in a shipping container bothered the fuck out of me. Like, how is he not dead from heat exhaustion?
Actually, what bothers me more is he lives in a shipping container on the roof of a building, which asks some very specific questions of, like, how did the shipping container get there?
I was thinking more like, why does he have electricity? But maybe they have a plug at the top. And as for how it got there, I don't know. That seems like a bad idea because, you know, weight limits of ceilings.
Even so, did he have access to a crane?
He must have, or somebody put it up there at some point for some reason.
And he's just co-opting it? Yeah.
Pretty much. And he's just like, no, this is perfect, I'll live here. And then the guy that owns the building is like, hey, a free apartment building, basically. Or apartment room that he can then charge rent for.
Yeah, it was weird, but... Yeah, oh, and the episode actually starts with him being killed by some girl. The girl that kills the other guy later in the episode. Which, yeah, okay, it's going to do that and then do a flashback and tell us how that happened over the course of the show, I guess, and I don't care.
He doesn't care for most things.
Yeah, I mean... Surprisingly enough, the show I cared most about was the ugliest of them. This one, again... It's very prettily animated. It has a lot of nice backdrops that, you know, look really nice, color pops and everything. But I don't care about... I don't like the protagonist, and I don't want to see how he dies because I don't care how he dies. He dies? Okay, that's fine. I'm not that bothered about this shit stain dying, to be honest with you. Sounds cold, but... Yeah.
I wish protagonists were better in most anime these days, but it's just like everyone is just that blank slate ass. Annoying. It's pretty rare you get a main character that has some actual personality to them. Or he's competent. Competency is also really important.
Yeah.
There for a while, we had a bunch of characters that were, Log Horizon is the main one I'm thinking of, where it's like, that is a smart character. That is a character with personality, but he's also not a mainline fighter. He's support. He's the tactician.
And he is the manipulator as well, yeah.
Yeah, so I liked seeing that for firsthand, as opposed to that being a side character and then us getting the warrior character.
Yeah. Also, remember My Hero Academia?
Sort of. I wanted to binge that series once the first season stopped, but I haven't had time yet. So I'm going to do that at some point.
I meant just in general how it started with the character. The protagonist is the one that actually studies and tries to learn about heroing and such things.
Did that peter off? I kind of dropped the manga, so...
So did I. I'm pretty much just waiting for the animation to keep going.
What?
I want to watch it animated. That's how I like to watch this kind of story, because it is supposed to be very bombastic and things like that, and you just don't get that as much with the manga, so... Yeah, so... As far as I can tell, yeah, he keeps going with that because that's kind of what he does, and he's not an idiot to forget that that's how he's doing so well when his power's broken.
He is an idiot to keep hurting himself, though. Thing.
Well, if that's the only option you have, you're gonna fucking use it, so... And I think in the manga that's kind of stopped happening because he fixed that problem.
Yeah,
I think that's where I dropped off. So.
Kinda, but he still does dumb shit. Like things that are not, this is not a logical thing you should do. It's not good for you to do this. I know you're a hero, dude, but this is not a wise decision kind of thing.
That's been a facet of his character since the very beginning. Literally, I don't know why I'm running towards this villain that could kill me in a second and I don't have any powers. My legs just moved on their own. That's been a thing that he does for the entire story.
The only thing I have a problem with.
What was that?
It's the only thing I have a problem with. At some point, a sense of self-preservation is not a bad thing.
Oh, Discord. Thank you.
Zero's back, everybody.
Did you notice?
Yeah. Okay.
What makes the sound?
That was really weird. Like, I stopped hearing people, and then I was like, what's going on? And then it died. And it was just like connecting. I did that for a while.
Okay. So we got a bit off topic, and we were talking about Chaos Head. Zero, how the fuck does that show keep going? Because I don't care.
It ramps up more and more. I don't want to really spoil anything, because I remember liking it at the time I watched it. Because it, like, what it did with the characters and everything. But I don't remember that much of it for some reason.
You don't remember a lot of it because it winds up being mysterious for another, like, 6 fucking episodes.
Okay.
Okay, so my understanding is the show is forgettable.
I'm sure it eventually pays off, but, like... That's
Both
like
of you
saying
watched the whole thing.
That's what I'm trying to say, is I eventually just dropped off because they never answered anything.
I watched the whole thing, and I do remember them answering things and it making sense. But I think it was probably dumb at the time, too.
But recommending this anime is like saying, oh, Final Fantasy 12 gets good 20 hours in. It's like, you can't honestly recommend that.
I think it was 13 that had that problem, but yes.
It's based off a visual novel, so, you know, what are you going to do?
It was, and you can tell that from how some of the plot elements are set up.
Yeah.
Like, it's almost animated like it's still in the visual novel. They just have a bit more room to play with the camera and things like that.
And the thing with an adaptation of it is if it's not a visual novel, you have to make it so that, like, with a visual novel, some visual novels, you have an element of, playing too. And so that helps you keep you engaged through the boring parts because you're waiting for the payoff. That doesn't work in anime. So you have to kind of actually put work into adapting it more. Because there's no... You're not playing a game, you're watching something, and it has to be interesting.
Yeah. Out of curiosity, and you can spoil this because I don't care and I don't think anyone else does, the girl with the glasses who's really unusually accommodating and nice to the douche nozzle main character, what's her deal? Is she actually kind of secretly evil or something? Because I hope so. The blonde with the glasses.
I think I...
Remember when I said the show is forgettable?
Yeah, it really is.
Proving my point here.
It's like a reminder. A reminder that this show came out originally in 2008. So, I watched this, I believe, when it was first airing, and that was 8 years ago. So, it's a bit. Yeah, not only is it forgettable, it's also just old.
Okay.
Let's get a new randomy.
Ken, roll.
Okie doke.
26, we're not doing P.
No. She's, at least according to the TV trope, she never does anything.
Oh,
she's just
so
a little sister.
Not her.
Oh, okay.
8 fucking teen.
18.
That seems like it'll be a good one.
10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Because P isn't included.
Ooh, let's see what we get.
Okay, Okay, bear with me. So, vamp for me.
So,
can you think of any R anime that you've seen?
Nah.
I'm drawing a bit of a blank.
Ranma, probably.
Yeah, Ranma's...
I don't want to watch Ranma. I don't.
I've never watched it.
Me neither, and I don't want to.
What?
Hey, there's a
You're gonna be that guy about this slicer?
There's a recent anime called
watch it if we land
Regalia.
on it.
No, I mean, you're gonna be that guy that judges it based off of everything you've read in fan fiction.
No, I just don't want to see it. It just doesn't interest me. It's too old. It's full of tropes that I've long since grown tired of.
98. By the way, Ruby is in this. Just want to point that out.
All right.
All right, 98. Let's fire up that handy dandy number generator. 49.
Oh,
right in the middle.
Fuck.
Right in the middle.
Well, hey, ReZero's in here too.
I think Casey would respin if we landed on ReZero.
Casey's counting. Let him focus.
Oh, Real Life is also in this list too. Real Life is good.
It's a film.
Is it Resident Evil?
The Generation.
So... we're re-rolling that one.
We're re-rolling, yeah. I mean, I've seen it, but still.
I've seen all of them. They're not bad movies. I mean,
I got it right.
The Generation is the CG one with Claire Redfield, and apparently Leon's in it.
All right. This
that's a good movie, actually.
Easier for you to count out. It's 13.
13, cool.
That's probably Ranma something.
6. So that's 12. 13 is Rakuen Tsuiho, Expelled from Paradise.
Damn it, this is another movie.
Oh, it is. So it is. Roll again.
Damn you are in your...
Movies.
Oh, that was close to Rakurai Kishi no Cavalry. I like that one.
Alright. See if this one works. Fucking 22. Gonna do anything with this one?
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 is RDG Red Data Girl. Okay, so this one is not a film, so we can actually do this one.
What's it called?
Red Data Girl.
Red Data?
Data.
Girl. Data. There's a dub and there's a sub.
Modern fantasy based on Japanese Shinto legends. Suzuhara Izumiko is a 15-year-old girl who has been raised and protected in a shrine deep in the Kumano Mountains. She is quite shy and destroys all the electric devices she touches. So she's basically Harry Dresden. When she begins to think about going out of the mountains and moving to the city, her guardian Sagara Yukimasa, Rekka... Fucking Christ.
Don't read the whole thing.
I
Recommends
can't
her to
because it
enter
stops.
recommends her to enter a high school in Tokyo and forces his son Miyuki to serve Izumiku for life. That sounds awful. Miyuki and Izumiku repel each other, but the relationship begins to change when a terrifying accident occurs on the school excursion. Izumiku learns her fate as the last representative, Yorishiro, of a Himegami goddess, and Miyuki learns of his duty as a guardian Yamabushi of Izumiko.
This sounds terrible.
It sounds... Hey, guess what? You're a Sura. Oh. Yeah. So who wants to watch the dub and who wants to watch the sub?
I'll watch the dub. When did it come out?
It
2013, apparently?
Yeah, 2013.
Yeah, it's probably got a decent dub. Who am I kidding? No, it won't. But it'll be the usual suspects as far as voice actors go, so it's probably okay by default.
Alright, so Casey's gonna do the dub. I'll do the sub then. Just to be sure we have some people going on each side.
I can do sub.
Alright.
And Ken can not watch it because he doesn't watch the shows.
I didn't watch last week. Fuck you. I've watched everything else.
You're just making him mad on purpose now.
Yeah. Have you met me?
Yeah, I know. But it's nice when it's not you that's being made mad. This is a nice feeling.
So, we're actually running low on time at this point. We're about an hour and a half. Which of our 3 topics should we do?
What do we got? Because I joined too late for that. Due to Discord being an ass.
Jumping the shark sounds like a good one.
Yeah, sure.
Okay. So, jumping the shark. This is the point in the show when it stops being fun or interesting and just starts being stupid.
It's kind of jumping the shark.
Mm.
And it doesn't just work for show TV. Oh no, it can work for lots of things. Like video games and novels and even fan fiction. Go figure, guys. Go figure.
Yeah.
I guess video games would be the... I was actually having a talk with a guy at... I went to the mall recently with a girlfriend. We visited Hot Topic along with a bunch of other stores. And the guy working the front counter played Resident Evil. And we got to talking. And we both agreed that Resident Evil is good the first time they change the formula. And then it just kind of degenerates.
Are you saying it
Like
goes through a degeneration?
Yes,
Me and Casey were thinking
aware.
the exact same thing.
Yeah, we were.
Um,
It was fitting.
yeah.
Also, has anyone else noticed that Slicer is at that stage in his relationship where he's just bringing up his girlfriend at every possible opportunity?
Yeah, that happened quick.
That's what I do. That I don't do a lot of things. So it's like...
She's what you do.
Yeah, apparently.
Well, I mean, that's not wrong, but
She's
yeah,
not
whenever
there
I
right now,
have
right?
an outing, No, she's not.
Okay, just thought I'd check. She doesn't listen to the podcast, right?
Maybe. I think she's watched a few episodes, or listened to, rather. She hasn't had internet recently for, like, almost 2 weeks. So, no, not recently.
Okay.
So, jumping the shark, you know, when you have to make something stay fresh, I want to kind of see what I think is one of the worst examples of this is Fairly Odd Parents, the American cartoon.
Oh, God.
Let's add a new character. Here's the baby fairy now. Let's add a new character. Now he has a dog. Let's add a new character. Now he has to share his fairy godparents with another person, and she's a Mary Sue, and everybody loves her. And yeah, it doesn't work a lot of the time. If you just like, when you jump the shark, you kind of have to do more than just add a new character. And or rather, when you try to change a series to make it more significant, you have to do more than just add a new character. Otherwise, you are jumping the shark. I'm trying to say something, but I'm not saying it right. So,
Yeah. Most Gecko endings are like that. Or really anytime they catch up to the manga and it's just like, aha, we have no idea what to do.
Yeah, I mean, Gecko endings are their own trope for a reason. It's an ending. It's over, so it's not really jumping the shark as much as it is. Well, a Gecko ending. It's its own thing. It doesn't really count. And there's very specific reasons for it beyond, hey, we need to do a new and crazy thing to bring in more viewers and, you know, to keep the old ones because they're starting to drop off.
Hey guys, guess what? In Family Guy, Brian's dead.
Oh God.
Yeah, that happened.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, wait, no, he's alive. Please come back.
Yeah, a lot of jumping the shark moments are down to attempts for rating grabs. So a thing is starting to drop off, so they do something drastic to try and prevent that, to keep the audience. It rarely works. A lot of the time, because that's all it is. There's no actual reason for it. From a storytelling perspective, it's just there because they need more viewers. It's a very cynical approach to storytelling.
Like, you know, everybody, like, you're constantly worried about your story getting stale. You know, and you want people to keep reading, or you want people to keep watching. And so you try to add in something new. And I've done this, especially with my main story. I always try to keep adding in new things. And I feel like sometimes it doesn't always work, but you know, when it really fails, you kind of, you know, ended up jumping the shark there.
Yeah, I mean, probably all of us have done this once or twice in writing our own stories. I mean, off the top of my head, well, the story I'm rewriting right now has probably done it twice. So, yeah. Trying to think of any other stories that I've done it on, though. I'm drawing a blank. So, that's a positive, I guess. Then again, thinking of it another way, the only story that's actually gone on for any significant length of time, I have ended up having it jump the shark. So, that's another way to look at it. So,
trying to think of when I've done it. I don't think it in my opinion, it doesn't fully count, but I would say in the newest Challenger, the Naruto Street Fighter story, when I made Ryu Evil Ryu, I'd say that could count.
I I don't think that counts. I think that's a reasonable direction for the character to go.
I mean, I kind of built to it
Yeah.
through the whole story, so... But I'm having trouble thinking of when else I could have done it.
I imagine you've done it once or twice in the Sealed Kunai.
Perhaps. I like to block out that part of my life.
Yeah, that was one of your very early stories, and that seems like a point where you would make that sort of mistake. Since then, not so much, really,
Yeah.
I don't think.
I really jumped the shark in my own story when I was like, oh, hey, now I was with Strega, yeah, reacting, and because I wanted to write something new, and I was still new at writing.
I'm gonna be honest. That's actually the point I stopped reading.
Yeah, I don't blame you for that.
I don't like Strega as characters, basically.
Yeah.
So I
was trying to develop them as characters.
Yeah.
I still am.
It did work eventually.
Yeah.
But it took a while to take hold, is the problem.
But, that was just me being like, I can't keep writing basically Persona 3. Yeah, I needed to do something different, and so I jumped the shark. But, if I were to rewrite it, I would completely change that.
Yeah. I mean...
Have you considered doing that, by the way? Rewriting that?
I have, but I know that if I rewrite it, I'm never going to finish it.
Ah, fair enough.
Like, every now and then I'm like, I could make it so much better than what it is right now, but at the same time, I'm going to lose all drive for it.
Yeah, I mean, mine... was probably, like I say, there were probably two. The first one was when I had the protagonists, not Shadow, but basically Shadow show up, and it was really not good. Kind of came out of nowhere, didn't really fit in the story. And then when I made him part demon and cannibal. And it was very grim and dark and miserable and stuff, and definitely didn't fit the tone of the rest of the story.
I'm gonna tell you now, Casey. The whole when it started with the whole he's got part demon and everything. That's kind of when I just started dropping off it.
Yeah, that was not good. So,
because I just was like, I don't know where this is going anymore. I thought I did. So, and that's really what it is. It's
yeah.
When you jump the shark like that, you're kind of betraying expectations in a way, and that can lead to people just dropping it rather than being more interested, which is what your aim is.
Yeah.
Man, we all talking about how we failed.
Yeah, it's kind of... Why did we pick this slice, you fucking asshole?
What?
Picking this topic.
Yeah, definitely my fault.
Yeah.
Not all ideas are going to appeal to all people. I mean, I would argue that it's better to try than it is to just not do anything. Keep the status quo.
Try, fail, and then learn from it.
Yeah, because, I mean, Zero had it really right. I mean, sometimes you're just going to accidentally rehash canon, like, perfectly. A novelization of a series is not a bad thing. I've certainly read them, and they're very interesting, but it works once. And then they're boring.
Yeah. And if you... So, I had an interesting premise, but it just ended up not changing as much as I wanted to. I wanted it to. And actually for me, in the strange turn of things, for a while I was still getting like more reviews after that jumping the shark thing, but I realized that I can't go back and look at that chapter without just feeling embarrassed. And everything spiraled downhill slowly from there. which is kind of why I want to rewrite it now. In fact, I don't want to write the new chapter. Let me rewrite it, please. I'm going to go rewrite it. Oh, this is making me want to rewrite it now.
You gotta own up to your mistakes. Come on, do it.
I hate you, Slicer.
I want to rewrite it.
Let's move on.
Well, alright, if you insist.
Recommendations. Slicer's just bummed all of us out, so now I just want to stop.
Well,
Fucking Slicer.
I read all of Mob Psycho, and I want to say, read it, but make sure you read it on a site that has all the chapters. Because I was reading it on, like, Manga Reader for a while, and then I realized, oh, wait, I'm missing chapters. What's going on? So make sure you're reading on, like, Manga Hero or something. But Mob Psycho 100 is really good. It has character development, and it's really nice. There's a lot of chapters where it's just kind of antics, but when it focuses on character development, it turns out really just, I like it. And I hope the adaptation, which seems to be good so far, just putting together the key points of the story, focuses on that aspect a lot. That's my recommendation.
Okay. Anyone else?
You know my answer by now. You know. So I see how I want to answer that.
Did you actually hear that? I have it on vibrate.
Still heard it.
Wow.
Oh, I thought you meant you should answer that question, Slicer, because I was planning on not saying anything until you did, so...
Oh, I was going to go with work, probably. Or you injured yourself with the wrestling stuff?
No.
Slicer, do you have any recommendations, Slicer?
Oh, I do not, unfortunately. Well, maybe, actually. If I can get my Chrome to open up on my PC.
Oh yeah, the other day I was looking at bad fan fiction with my friends. I should probably go through that.
Okay, oh, this is actually one Casey recommended. It's But Mom, I Don't Want to Be a Pirate. That one?
Oh, yeah. That's a good
Yeah,
one.
I started reading that, finally. I've actually had it open this whole time. But, I mean, not while we were recording. I mean, since you've recommended it. But it's really good, actually. I like it a lot. I mean, granted, I don't recognize most of the abilities or characters, but, I mean, that counts. Yeah.
When is that supposed to take, like which one is Mom, I Don't Want to Be a Pirate? That's the one with...
the one where the self-insert grows up on a pirate ship and doesn't want to be a pirate. He wants to be, like, a scientist or something.
Oh, yeah.
Only he's basically forced into being a pirate because his mom realizes he grew up on a pirate ship. The Marines will want to kill him anyway, no matter what he does. And then his entire crew is killed by the Marines, and he joins up with Jewelry Bonnie.
Oh, yeah. I dropped that one.
It's a shame.
Because there were certain aspects of it that I just didn't like. You know. And so I just stopped. I think it was some things about the main character just didn't jive with me.
Okay.
That's fair.
It has not updated in a while, at least on Space Battles. It might still be updating on Questionable Questing, because I know he started it there so that he could write in actual adult relationships, because you're not allowed to on Space Battles. So I haven't checked, so it might still be updating there, and he's just catching up with it there, but I don't actually know. But yeah, that's a good story. Speaking of Space Battles, I found this story on Space Battles, and it's on fanfiction, so I'm going to link it to that one. It's called A Dalek Lantern. So, for those not familiar with Doctor Who, I'm going to explain this very, very briefly. Daleks are aliens, basically mutant tentacle monsters that live in... basically looks like giant pepper pots. that is basically a battle tank, and they hate everything. They are literally made of hate.
Ooh.
And in an episode of Doctor Who, the modern version, there is a Dalek that gets captured. It's the last survivor of the Daleks, as far as it knows. And it gets infused with human DNA, which is a bad thing for Daleks because they hate everything. So it hates itself and wants to die. So it tries to kill itself and fails and ends up teleporting itself to the DC universe. Naturally, because it is a creature made of hate and anger and rage, the very first thing that happens is a red lantern ring gets called to it.
Oh. Okay.
That's interesting. That sounds pretty cool.
It is surprisingly... It's odd, because it does not act like a normal Dalek, but that makes sense because it's infused with human DNA. So it thinks and, you know, reasons out reasons not to kill everything for the sake of rebuilding the Daleks and making them, you know, the supreme race and things like that. At one point, it decides to go to Earth and decides, if I'm going to go to Earth, I need to try and fit in. And most aliens that go to Earth tend to end up being superheroes.
Oh.
So he tries to blend in on Earth as the superhero Metaltron.
Wow.
Okay, you got me. You sold me. I can't. I gotta read this now.
So, yeah, it's great in probably the dumbest of ways.
I like that. Link it to me now, please.
It ends up destroying all of Arkham Asylum incidentally, and anytime anyone brings it up, he starts screeching, "Self-defense!" every single time.
Oh, okay, that's good.
It's pretty fantastic. It is very abandoned. It was written over 3 years ago and hasn't updated since. But for what's there, it is a fun read. Its partner ends up being the Red Lantern from Sector 2814, which, for those not familiar, is a house cat.
Self-defense.
Yeah, it was pretty great. I was so glad I found that.
Oh, I remembered one of the bad fanfics me and my my friends had found on our bad fanfic search. Do you know that there's a fanfic called Godspeed, which is a crossover between the Bible and Sonic the Hedgehog?
No. Why would I have ever known that?
The summary is Sonic and Jesus share a steamy night. Rated M for lemon and coarse language. Follow me on Twitter.
I was literally typing it into the notepad document so that I could link it, and then as soon as you started talking, I was like, no,
you don't want to link it. But if you wanna search some bad fan fiction, like Bible crossovers are the weirdest. I don't know why that's a thing.
Apparently, people want to write it. You know, unleash your imagination, as the slogan goes.
This is like the worst blasphemy, and I find it hilarious.
Okay, I don't think we've quite hit time yet, so I'm going to go on to the Bible section and the crossover section.
Why would you do that?
What?
You gotta look at the Bible and Shrek. That's the only way you can go.
There's 4 of those.
There's Shrek and Jesus Get Steamy, The Chronicles of Jesus and Shrek 2, Mpreg Edition, Shrek Yowie Fest, and Shrek, Jesus, and Buddha Get It On.
Oh, Christ. Okay, on the one hand, ew. On the other hand, I love that this is allowed to exist. I mean, if this is allowed to exist, anything is allowed to exist. The world is filled with majesty and unknown things, and this is just the greatest, worst proof of that.
The New Equestament, a My Little Pony adaptation of the Bible. As a fan of the hit Hasbro television show My Little Pony Friendship Magic, I have always noticed the strong parallels between the morals and messages of our favorite characters, Twilight, Sparkle, Rainbow Dash, Fluttershy, or Pinkie Pie, and the teachings of the Bible of Christian theology. I am a raised Anglican, and take the accuracy of this theological rendition seriously. Yeah. That's, if you're looking for just a fun time, head on over to that.
Just the Bible section in general just has some fun things. Like, there's apparently a Batman crossover with the Bible, which is the Joker versus Satan.
Oh yeah, the Joker versus Satan. Yeah, and there's also Teen Titans Mission Israel.
Oh Christ, that's
that's fitting.
Oh no.
And The Stranger Who Found God, Memoirs of an Alien and Its Holy Encounter.
What the
When
fuck?
Starfire gets hung over and nearly killed for the umpteenth time, she begins to doubt her religion.
Where on earth is Carmen Sandiego? What the fuck?
Why is this a thing that's happening right now? Why am I a part of this?
Apparently Satan is the character of focus in this story. I don't know what to make of this. Okay, this is an intentionally bad story. This is one of those.
There's a crossover between the Bible and Breaking Bad called Baking Bread. Where Jesus has to do things to get money to fix his donkey. So, in his former challenge, friend Judas decided to pay by baking bread and ruining the other bakers. I can't.
This is... Okay, I really should have expected this, but the Bible crossed with the 50 Shades trilogy.
Oh yeah, that one. Oh, I looked at that one. That was fun. The one
Why
story.
did you
And
sound
it is
so excited
not
about
what
it?
I was expecting. It is
title.
Christian Grey Goes to Hell. What the...
Yeah, that's a great title, isn't it? Like I love Jesus. I love the Bible. I'm a Christian, but I have to admit, I find this hilarious.
As you should.
Oh god. The world is a strange place.
Hey, if you think it's strange, how about Godzilla versus God?
Versus Zilla, I assume.
No, just Godzilla versus God.
I
Where
feel
they
like
wrestle.
someone's being left out of that little thing. Vocaloid.
Hey, there's a crossover between the Bible and Club Penguin.
Yeah,
the
just saw that one.
The Great Puffle Extravaganza, where Jesus plays Club Penguin.
Okay.
Yeah.
Can we just not anymore?
Just
Well,
give up.
you insist.
Just go read Gurren Jesus. That's all you need.
Gurren Jesus is a thing that no one wanted or asked for, but it exists.
Yeah, just like Vegeta versus Jesus, which is also a thing that exists.
Why does everyone
Of
want to
course.
fight Jesus?
I don't know. Guess this whole thing was he was supposed to not be a fighter. Yeah.
Fandom Flux is over. The episode's done. Go away. We're done.
I think we're done.
SpongeBob
Yes.
finds the suitable man. Who knew it'd be the Messiah?
What?
Bye.
Why? Just
Bye.
go away.